I will talk about the cloud and a few obvious things about it. I'm from SQUALIO. Think Cloud and Act Cloud, that's our slogan, obviously. This is our story, and of course there are some numbers and years. The main thing is that we started in 1997, and 20 years later we have affiliates in 8 different countries. Yeah, and of course the main focus is on software licensing, and you know, the license agreements, it's not so easy to understand them and apply to them. Of course, the software inventory and asset management, because you have to manage your software if you have a lot of versions and yeah, licenses. Then there's the my part of town and its cloud solution, and I consult the enterprises and governments regarding cloud solution in Microsoft Azure. And of course, when we crystallize the projects about how can we leverage cloud in some of the customer scenarios, we obviously help to deploy and support with the services. And we are, from time to time, we are training our clients, and for example, 2 days from now on Friday, I have a workshop with some hands-on experience in Microsoft Azure. And of course we have a lot of partners, and we provide in Latvia a lot of software from these, our partners. So, yeah, my name is Madars. I am a cloud product manager at SQUALIO. I call myself cloud enthusiastic, and yeah, I basically use everything that is in the cloud that I like. And when we talk about the cloud, of course we talk about the 3 big ones that is in the market, and this is a little bit old information from last year, but there is not a huge difference right now, because Amazon is in the lead, the next one is Azure, and the third one obviously is Google Cloud. Yeah, we are working with Microsoft Azure, and we are looking a little bit into the Amazon, but mainly focus on Microsoft Azure, because in this environment, when the cloud are evolving by the minutes, you have to stay on the top, and yeah. So the 5 essentials of characteristics of cloud computing. I didn't quite get how many of you are technical, but yeah, these are the basically the 5 essentials. Of course, on-demand self-service. That means that you can, you're self-registered, you don't have to contact the cloud vendor or cloud provider and basically spin up virtual machines and services very fast and very easy. Of course, broad network access and global presence is important, because to call yourself a cloud vendor, it doesn't matter that you have only one huge or small data center in Europe, or you have to be present in global, you have global presence. And Microsoft Azure has that, of course, Amazon Web Services has that, and Google Cloud Platform also has that. And of course, the third of most important or basic essentials to call yourself a cloud provider is resource pooling. When your customers can on demand spin, allocate and delocate any resources, computer power, storage, network, etc. And of course, the rapid elasticity, or scale up or scale down automatically or manually in some cases, but yeah. And the measured services that usually are based on our fee, based on hourly fee, and you can see how you spend your credit or your money. And of course, there are 3 types of cloud services. I'm sure that all of you use at least one cloud service, probably in the SaaS model or software as a service. But basically there are three: SaaS, PaaS, and IaaS. And the main difference are the underlying infrastructure that are in the hands of the cloud provider. In the SaaS, there are almost all the layers in the infrastructure are the cloud vendor are responsible for that. And for example, there are G Suite, Office 365, Spotify, LastPass, TeamViewer that I use. I'm sure that you are using Gmail or some other servers that are SaaS based. The middle one, the PaaS, platform as a service, is for developers, and basically the layers that you can manage and configure. This level of cloud computing is a little bit flexible. Think the classic example is, for example, web server, Apache or ES in Windows Server case. And the web server are just as a service, web server as a service. You can't configure underlying operation system. You can't configure specific configurations, but you have some flexibility. For example, you can select, for example, PHP 5 or PHP 7 version, depending which environment you are running and what kind of deployment you are running. And I have in Microsoft Azure Web Apps my own blog, and it's quite easy to set up, and I'm sure some of you are very informed about that. And the third one is the classic one, that is infrastructure as a service. Obviously, that's the classic one where you can spin up some virtual machines and you have full control from the operation management, operation system level, sorry. And yeah, you are responsible for operation OS updates and all the software that are laying in that level and higher. But on the hardware layer, on the virtualization layer, the cloud vendor are responsible, and you share the responsibility for the security and yeah, and other things. And in this case, I have open source virtual machine in Azure. I have a few tests in Amazon Web Services, and yeah, SQUALIO also has the web pages and websites in this cloud service model. And for the advantages, the first one that I want to talk about is unlimited resources, and yeah, everyone, basically unlimited resources. You can deploy as many virtual machines or services as you want. Basically, if you need them, you can spin up in a few seconds. You can access them from anywhere in any geolocation, and you pay as you go. And of course, you get the last and greatest software in the cloud that are developing right now, basically. And there are shared responsibility for reliability and, of course, security and privacy. There are also some disadvantages in the cases, but I could talk about that in person if you are interested, because we are a little bit out of time. And the main thing I want to say to you, and you could take it from me, is that you can start free. There are some ways you can try Amazon Web Services and Microsoft Azure. There are some trials. There are some startup programs, and yeah, for developers there are. I'm more informed about, of course, Microsoft Azure, but I'm sure that Amazon also has some develop-based yeah, ways to start the Amazon Web Services and Microsoft Azure for free.